When you've seen one of those massive RVs driving down the road, have you ever wondered what it actually looks like inside?
I'm Nikki. This is Luna. We live in that Winnebago behind us. We've been getting requests for a tour. So today I thought I'd bring you on board and show you around inside. Let's go.
Quick fact, my gas-powered Winnebago has a mid-coach door. Diesel pushers put the door up front because the engine's in the back. Basically, door location depends on engine placement and chassis design. Welcome on board! This is where I live, cook, work, and basically do life. My Winnebago is a Class A motorhome, one of the largest types of RVs built on a bus-like chassis with everything you need inside, but with a level of space, comfort, and finish that sets Class A motorhomes apart. Let's start in the back and work our way forward, shall we? Yep, that's a king-size bed. But honestly, what sold me was this entire wall of wardrobe space. In fact, there's storage everywhere, which is pretty mission critical when this is your full-time tiny house. Kudos, Winnebago! Because I have a full wall slide, which means this entire side of the coach moves out, my bedroom feels open. That means I can actually walk around the bed, which is kind of a big deal in RV life. See that Peru bag and sun hat? They're hiding my Wii Boost. Basically the reason I can work and upload videos from the middle of nowhere. That's a topic for its own video, but I want to give you a peek at how I have it set up here. Now, let's talk about the bathroom, because this was one of the biggest selling points of this floor plan for me. The shower is completely separate with a glass door and a skylight, so sunlight just pours in. And thanks to the full wall slide, the bathroom is huge. That matters when you're a girly girl who blow dries and curls her hair and needs real counter space for makeup. This actually feels like a full-size bathroom. And the shower? Big enough for two. Wink, wink. Before we move on, can I show you one tiny thing I'm obsessed with? In my shower, I have this mushroom drain filter. I bought it a couple years ago off Amazon. I think it was about 20 bucks. Anyway, it works. I've tried a few different types of filters, the plastic ones, the mesh cup-like ones. None of them work. I had hair that was down to my booty. It was long and it would clog up my drain. And so that's why I decided to invest in a good filter, because I was constantly having to dig out that hair. Gross, but true. Anyway, so I bought this mushroom filter off Amazon. It's stainless steel. I've had it for a couple of years. As you can see, it still looks brand new, but it does its job. It fits perfectly into the little hole. It captures all the hair. Even as it starts to fill up, it still continues to allow water to drain. And it has eliminated my issue of my hair clogging the shower drain. Even if I didn't live in an RV and I lived in a brick and mortar, I would still get one of these for my shower. It truly makes a difference. It works. All right, moving on, we're back in the main living area. This is where I spend most of my time. I've temporarily moved out the cat trees and my desk furniture. I'll bring them back in later so you can see what it normally looks like, but I wanted you to see just how spacious this area really is. I've literally done yoga in here. This motorhome was made for entertaining, so let me start by showing you the three different sleeping options. There's the futon, which folds down into a full-size bed, the booth dinette, which converts and is best sized for kids, and then there's the loft. There is a third bed option here, and it is very James Bond. You push this button right here, and the bed retracts. To get up here, there is a ladder. It's in the bedroom. It is what is supporting my Wii Boost, so I am not disconnecting all of that to bring it out here, but it just goes right here. Now, I have never used this loft bed. I don't know if anybody should. I feel like it is a safety hazard if you are somebody who goes to the bathroom in the night. So I let my cat use it, as you can see from her cat toy up there, and her warming pad. So this is Luna's loft. We've talked about sleeping, let's talk about sitting. The chairs turn around, obviously, so that this bus can be driven and rode in safely.
I'll just swivel them around. 1, 2. Easy peasy. But I love sitting in my captain's chair when I do have guests over and watching TV. It's just so comfortable, and we can all face the TV together. It's perfect for when you want to have a cozy vibe. You can have 2 people here, you can have 4 people here, you can have 3 people over here. Bring in a couple of lawn chairs. If it's a rainy day, you can fit comfortably at least 10 people in here, which is just incredible.
Welcome to the cockpit. The drapes are closed for filming in the sun, but when I drive, they're open for safety. Wow, honestly, Nikki, I'm surprised you didn't film this wearing a hard hat. Haha, enough funny business. I want to show our friends something here in the cockpit.
What I love about my co-pilot's chair is the tray here that my guests can use while we are driving across the country to be comfortable with their snacks and everything else. Phone, laptop, whatever they want to do. And they have their light up here. It is a very, very comfortable setup with lots of space for them to just stretch out. Were you wondering what that silver thing in the floor is for? It's for this table. It's like a little cocktail table. There you go. And you can swivel the chairs around and everybody can have their table. It's just an extra space for dining or whatever.
One final thing, and then I'll show you what this place looks like with all the cat stuff.
This RV comes with another very cool James Bond feature. It is a hideaway TV. So I usually keep it down because I watch TV in my bedroom. And yeah, I just don't need one out here for just me. When I have guests staying with me, this usually comes up. But anyway, the button's right here, and I haven't used it for a while, I could tell. It was struggling for a second there. There it is! A nice big TV up front here. This was part of the reason that I chose this model, was because I liked how the TV was directly across from the couch. So you don't have any weird angles with your neck as you're trying to watch TV.
Alright friends, when I add in my cat trees and my working space, this is what the front really looks like. And yes, you're probably asking, what about the litter boxes? Well, they're right here. My dad and I installed a kitty door under the booth dinette. It's perfectly sized for 2 litter boxes, and it's super easy to access them for cleaning. But Nikki, litter boxes where you eat? Trust me, if you've never heard of pretty litter, this is your divine calling. That's a topic for another video, but it's basically the secret to a no-odor litter box right under your butt where you eat. There you have it, a peek into my motorhome.
Thanks for taking the tour with us. Did it surprise you how much this motorhome feels like an apartment on wheels? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear what stood out for you.